Okay.
All right.
Hi.
What?
Why are you doing this?
This is the outfit I wore when I ran the Red Bull Ibiza Royale.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You don't fucking look at my Instagram?
I have.
I posted. I was posting so much. Maybe too much.
I missed this.
I was wearing this. It has my name on the back.
I know. Did you get it? Did they make it for you?
Yeah. It says Winging It. That was our team.
I did think it said Virgin for a second. I just could see GIN and I was like,
yeah, we went into we're Team Virgin.
Team Virgin?
Team Virgin.
Team Virgin.
And then they gave us these nifty little headbands that had our countries on them.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the glasses, but that's all you.
That's me.
The glasses, good. The glasses, guys, for the listeners are fuzzy, fluffy, pink glasses with sort of little
diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Diamonds and rubies.
Yeah.
And topaz. What's your favourite stone?
What's my favourite stone?
What's your favourite precious stone?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? You can say your prayers and thump your Bible with your John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass.
Just a little quick WWE promo for you guys, because I was in Las Vegas for WrestleMania. We will get to that. We are back.
We're back.
We're back.
Let me tell you a little industry secret,
Let's
guys.
tell you a little something. Give me your ear hole. Put your ear right up to the... If you're driving, put your ear right up to the speaker.
As we also mention next week's episode.
Yeah, we also... Because we mentioned them in both.
Yes. We did a whole entire episode. And
An hour and 6 minute episode for you guys.
And the sound wasn't working. So what we're looking at here is we just hung out for fun.
The sound was working. The problem was neither of us pressed record.
Not one of us.
Not one of us.
It's so
100% of the people here didn't press record.
It's so sick and twisted that in 2025 you still have to press record on something if you want to be recorded.
I can't get AI to do that.
I can't what? AI can't just know what I want?
AI, start recording. AI, tell my ex-wife she's a bitch. AI, put the footy on in that order.
Do you reckon everyone on Geordie Shore was just talking to their Siri? They just couldn't. I was going somewhere with it.
I don't know what that meant. I've never watched Geordie Shore.
Are you kidding me?
I don't watch TV. I will listen to music. I only listen to the Birds.
You listen to the Birds?
They're not signed to anyone. That's a true independent artist right there.
The Birds?
The Birds.
I got birds in my room. Not in my room. I lied.
In a different room of the house.
In my house, there's birds right now.
And if they make a peep, Nat, if you're listening, if your birds make a peep,
Nat, they're allowed to.
we're having KFC.
Bird episode.
Kentucky Fried.
Burb.
KFB.
Burb. Anyway, so we've actually heard, we've caught up.
We've done this already. This entire episode we've already done.
We know. So this is literally out of the good of our hearts for you guys because we've caught up. We're back.
Be grateful that we're doing the job correctly that we didn't do correctly before.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know, yeah. It was all our fault.
Yeah. Lachy went on a beautiful tour of the frickin' world.
Yes.
He went to Lisbon. He went to Red Bull.
Red Bull's not a place, fuckhead.
He went to Ibiza.
I went to Ibiza. In the order was Ibiza, Lisbon, London, Las Vegas.
Yes, but in a message to me, you said Red Bull. That's what looked like it was one of the countries.
Yeah.
That looks like your racial heritage is Red Bull. Lachy did an Ancestry.com and he's 20% Red Bull.
Not bad.
And I went to Melbourne, which is it's basically like kind of more cultural than like if you went on a world tour because it's like just like more.
Yeah. Whatever, mate.
Extra.
So we have done this, but it means we can go through what we told each other and really cut out the fat. So just most of the stuff that you talked about. Let's get into it.
Yes.
Hilarious. All the stuff I wrote about Ibiza, I deleted, but I remember all of it.
Yes.
Ibiza, I was there for Red Bull Ibiza Royale, which was an obstacle course put on by Red Bull where we got to run through this castle.
Ibiza Royale sounds like they'd put you in Fortnite in real life.
It sounds like a Hungry Jack's burger.
Sounds like you jumped out with a little parachute.
Yeah. Where we dropping? Ibiza Castle?
Sounds like you had an Ice Spice skin on.
I'd wear her skin as a jacket.
There's a little purse.
A little purse?
Yep.
But yeah, went there and we were put up in the Hard Rock Hotel. Ibiza was empty. There was no one there.
Rock on!
Rock on! And the only other people...
In the Rock Hard Hotel.
I was rock hard in the Rock Hard Hotel. I'm surprised I didn't slip up and say that at any point. Where are you guys staying? Rock Hard?
Rock Hard.
I'm glad you're staying that way, but could you... Where are you staying at?
Stay rock hard up here.
Stay rock hard.
So
That's what they say when you check in. They're like, all right, stay rock hard, brother.
The memorabilia in the Hard Rock Hotel always makes me laugh because I'm like, there's so many of these around the world. You can't all have John Lennon's first guitar.
There genuinely was like a John Lennon guitar in there.
Of course there was. I'm a genius.
Yeah, it was odd, but we went. It was fun, but it was with 400 other influencers from around the world were brought. And famously, I love hanging out with influencers, my kind of people. I like the cut of their jib. Influencers, my people, my crowd. Love when they talk to me and have a camera in my face. But it was interesting because there were people from all around the world.
Famously, you look like you hate attention.
You made a little shit today.
Sorry.
And if a cheeky little mongrel says something to me, I'd slap him across the mouth. And if he got up again, I'd slap him a second time. That's going to make more sense when you hear next week's episode.
Basically, we're doing a back in time type of thing.
Yeah, this is
us
just,
from the future.
It's a clip show. No, when a TV show doesn't have any ideas, they just like replay.
Yep.
So has anybody ever gotten injured at this place? And then just every time. Anyway, it was fun meeting a lot of people. Shout out to the Belgian team. Mm-hmm. They were fun. Partied with them. The Belgians were very cool.
Go Belgium.
Fucked with them. I like the South Korean team. They were cool.
Cool.
The North Koreans, not as nice. They weren't invited.
Do you reckon they have influences in North Korea?
Yeah.
Well, they've got one big influence. Okay.
Busty old Kim Jong-un.
Stop calling people busties.
Never.
Stop implying people have a giant rack when they don't. But what would we know?
What will we know?
He's never taken off that jacket, you know what I mean? Get them out.
Get them out.
Get the girls out, Kim.
Do you think... Oh, no, I won't ask that.
Red laser to the head.
But yeah, so there was a lot of them. I think I was the only comedian there. Mm-hmm. Of all the influencers I met, they were all like lifestyle fitness type people.
Yeah.
And I remember that we're on the bus. We're going ATVing because we deserve it. We work very hard. Mm-hmm. And this American guy sat next to me, and he just started talking to me. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm from Sydney, blah, 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 blah. And then I look at his hand, and the entire time we've been having this conversation, he's holding a gimbal, and he's been filming our entire conversation. And I was like, fucking hell.
A gimbal.
To be fair, a lot of the American influencers, when we were there, did a lot of the David Dobrik shit of, can you repeat that? That was really funny. It's like, no, I hate you.
I hate that
I
heaps.
hate you.
Do that again. And then the fake laugh.
Oh, God. And anyway, so I was like, oh, we're vlogging, aren't we? And he's like, no, man, we're just having a real conversation. I was like, shut the fuck up.
That couldn't be
we
less
are.
real.
But then someone behind us yelled something about someone's toes, and he immediately spun around and started filming that.
Well, you got to get that.
You got to clip that up.
What? Someone's got their dogs out
That's a clip.
for free.
That's a clip.
Don't do
That's a clip. That's a clip, man.
Guys, he's gone.
Give me the clip.
You
Gone
missed
full cross-eyed.
You missed that if you were a freak who listens on to our podcast. No, I love you. Lachy went cross-eyed. It's real good gear.
I always think I think it's better if you're listening on the YouTube, because the people who just listen, that's the same as like you're in a hotel room and you hear people next door having sex and you put your ear to the wall.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
what
as
you
good as
guys
having
are.
a look.
Yeah, it's not as good as standing up on the balcony against the glass window, just face pressed up against
It's not
it.
as good as having suction cups up. You're up on the ceiling looking at them. Bring back getting on the roof with suction cups.
Bring back getting possessed, turning your head 180 degrees around and crawling up the walls like a little
No
spider.
one's doing suction cup on the wall anymore.
No one did it like Tom Cruise.
It makes me sick. We've lost a bit of culture in the world.
Yeah.
But what the hell do I know? A little piece of shit like me never even been on suction cups before.
Yeah, anyway, I'll Ibiza, we did the time trials, came 80th out of 190
Whoa.
teams, and then the actual race we got like 120th.
Not to just like recycle the bit from last time.
Go for it.
But when Lachy said he was like, we came 8th, and I was like, 8th? Oh, that's not very good. And then he said 80th. I was like, out of how many?
190 teams.
That's not great.
But the great thing was, so the other influencers who came along with us were Nathan Lust, dancer, and Sabrina,
Yes.
who does a lot of like the Muay Thai stuff and fitness lifestyle. Both great people. Loved
Yeah.
having them. But Sabrina is very competitive. And when they put out the time scores, they gave my team their score, and their time was given to us, and they did a much better time than us. So for like a good part of the day when they were releasing the times, we were like 15th. And I went to Erin Louise Camilleri, who was my partner in this, I went to her, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they've got this messed up, but I'm going to claim this for as long as I can because it's pissing off the other team.
Yeah.
And so every time they'd come over, I'd be like, hey, someone has to come last. Someone has to. And then eventually they got it changed, but it was fun to just rile them up. But they are such wonderful, sweet people, Nathan and Subby.
Cute.
Yeah, but that was Ibiza. It was very cool. Thank you, Red Bull.
Thank you, Red Bull.
Thank you, Red Bull.
And thank you
And
for
this-
Dwanks.
Thank you for the Dwanks. And you were in, I'll get to the rest of my trip, but you were in Melbourne. You're in Melbourne for...
I was in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, the Earth.
Melbourne, Victoria.
Melbourne, Victoria, Australia.
There is a Melbourne in Florida.
Really?
Because every time
But do they say Melbourne?
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 I like when an Australian has been clearly yelled, an American has been clearly yelled at by enough Australians where they go, I'm going to Melbourne. Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. You go, yeah.
Speaking of pronunciations, on that... Are you whispering Melbourne still?
Yeah.
Speaking of pronunciations, when we were meeting all the people at the welcome drinks on the first night in Ibiza, there was, because it was quite loud, you had to like yell to talk to
Yes.
people. I met this girl who was from the UK, and I was like, I'm Lachy, what's your name? And she goes, I'm Amber. And because I just wanted to
have
make sure
to.
I got her name right, I went, Amber. And without missing a beat, she looked me dead in the eye and went, Amber. And I was like, yeah, well.
That's interesting that
That's
you
fair.
didn't take her up on, because if someone said, I'm Amber, I would be like, I'm Amber.
Because otherwise I'd be like, Amber. But I went, Amber. And she straight went back at me, Amber.
Amber.
She really read me like a book.
Good on you,
She's
Amber.
like a dictionary. She knew all the words.
Amber. Yeah.
All right, give me Melbourne in 30 seconds or less.
Okay, well, you had ages. So you had 12 minutes just for Ibiza so far.
That was not... we've been going for 12 minutes. We didn't get onto Ibiza.
Okay, well, you do yours by location. I'll do mine by weeks. I was in Melbourne for 3 weeks. And let me tell you about the first one.
God.
Guys, we're talking about breaking the musical.
Talking about it.
Freaking Raygun, the musical, basically. So we got down there. It was so much fun. We're at the
Rock Hard Hotel?
The Rock Hard Hotel. No, we stayed at a very nice little hotel.
Who put you up?
Steph flew everyone down, put everyone in a hotel.
Didn't realise Steph had that
She doesn't.
rock hard money.
She is just a really good person. Oh, we got to sell some tickets.
Thousands of
Oh,
dollars.
we got to sell some tickets.
$1,000 of debt for Steph now.
Yes. God, I can't wait to tell you something after this.
Yeah.
Here's interlude. Here's one thing I can't wait for the live shows for. We can say more. Like, I would tell a live show things that I wouldn't because like a lot of the times I want to say things, it's not because I don't want to share it with our listeners. It's because I don't want a digital record of it. Or
You don't think if we're going to do a live show, we would put that episode out? Why would we record an entire episode to be like, all right, that's never getting used?
We should do like 12 minutes of stuff we don't air. That's just like secret stories that
It's
we
just
can't
me talking
air.
about Ibiza for 12 minutes.
We should do like everything we want to tell, like stories we want to tell the listeners, but don't want everyone in the world to be able to go back and listen to.
My favourite segment, business meetings on the pod.
Yes. No, I just wanted to talk about other
Guys,
stuff. Like
Edan's an edgelord and she really wants to
personal
tell you stuff.
I just want to say slurs. Please. No, it was really awesome. We were in the Malthouse Theatre. It was like so fancy. We had the big like media wall for the musical and people were like lining up and taking photos afterwards.
Crazy.
It rocked so hard. It's just so exciting. Sydney shows. If this episode's coming out tomorrow, Sydney shows are I don't know.
Good.
We've added they're sold out, but we've added extra ones on the 24th. Please come. It's lit. Because it was really good. We're actually kind of famous, and we sold out.
Every night?
Yep.
How many nights was that?
We had, I believe, maybe like 4 shows in Sydney, and now we have 6, I
Here,
believe.
let me do your job for you. Darling Quarter Theatre, Saturday, the 24th of May, 7 p.m. You can get your tickets now for
Okay,
breaking.
I don't know if we've put the second show on sale yet, or if we will. But there is a show you can get tickets to. There's not many. I think there's only like 40 left as we speak, so they might be sold out by then. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And I
Congratulations.
really need money.
Head choreographer.
The only choreographer. And Steph called me co-director, which is very cute and nice because it's been a lot of hard work from both of us, and it's really paid off. It's been so much fun. People really liked it. People really got it. Like there's a bit where we make everyone get up, which I would hate as an audience
Are
member.
you spoiling stuff right now? Should we
No.
keep it secret? Okay. Go ahead,
That's
co-director.
all I'll say about it.
Co-director McGovern.
And everyone in the whole, like, there's like hundreds of people getting up and dancing. And then we did the Opera House the other day. But yeah, first week, Breaking the Musical was great. It was like a lot of work, still in the daytimes where problem solving.
Can I ask about the Opera House? How was that as an experience? That's a big deal.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I don't care, but others have told me it's a big deal.
It was fun. The dressing rooms were lit. The catering was good. I ate so many sandwiches. I had a sore tummy on the Opera House stage.
Nice.
We were very much like, the bit has gone too far, guys.
Yeah.
We finessed our way onto the Opera House. It's so funny for Raygun to have tried to sue Steph. Turn on the telly and we're like, hey.
Did she make an appearance? Did she make any comment? Raygun?
No, she still doesn't like us.
Oh, Raygun, please.
Please like it. I mean,
Why don't you like me?
would you?
I have an anxious attachment to Raygun.
Do you think if she saw the show, she would be offended that you're making fun of her, or is it like pretty? You could go and be like. Or do you need a sense of humor to be like, yeah, that was a little ridiculous?
I think you need a sense of humor, but I think she would overall like the show. The show in equal parts, it goes into, like, delves into the public backlash and ridicule, and how ridiculous that was for all these other people to be talking about things they also don't know about. And it also it makes fun of everyone else as much as it makes fun of her.
Yeah.
It also makes fun of the way that she's been like we have a lawyer character in the show that comes out all the time every time we try and have any fun.
Yeah.
We make fun of how she's handled it as well, and we make fun of the fact that her dancing did look weird.
That was objectively not good.
It was crazy what she did up there. We make a lot more fun of her husband than we do of her.
Interesting.
That rocks.
Yeah. Because wasn't he like a judge in the qualifiers or something?
Not exactly. We delve into it in the show.
Go see the show.
It
Darling
rocks.
Quarter Theatre,
Yep.
24th of May, 7 p.m.
It rocks. All right. Back. So first week of Melbourne, really fun. It was just like we were really busy doing lots of shows. I was doing gigs after the show to try and sell some tickets
Make
to my
ends meet.
show.
Yep.
And then the first was also doing a musical. We weren't really going out and partying that hard because you can't sing if you're hungover.
True.
Like, your voice drops about an octave, and like that show left us dripping in sweat.
Oh, your voice drops an octave. Just making up words now.
It's because your voice never dropped. That's fine. Your voice is really normal. God, you got to you got to look for a bit when you can, girls. So yeah, we like that show leaves everyone dripping in sweat if we're eating well and drinking lots of water and sober. So I don't know if anyone could have done it.
It's one of the most moist acts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Jared has a big this like stuffed toy snake, and it is dripping wet every time after the show because it has to be all over everyone. It's like yuck. But yeah, so we weren't really partying that hard. The second 2 weeks is where it really kicks off. But I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. Back to you, Lachy.
Oh, can you give people an out of context spoiler that they won't understand until they go see the show, like a word or 2 words, just to really
for Breaking the Musical,
just to wet their whistle, to really wet the appetite.
Can I say one line to you?
Yeah, it's what I just
We
said.
don't trust all the Chinese in Hornsby Shire.
Great, perfect.
There you go.
Believe my dad said that before. The rest of my trip was I was soloing through Lisbon and London. I was so bored. I don't like solo traveling. People are like, you're going to find yourself. It's going to be so good for you. Bored. Went to museum by self. Bored.
Turns out I am boring company.
I just had, generally, I was like, I have so many funny bits that I want to tell people. And I was just bored, man. So, I saw my good friends Mish
Oh, yes.
and Daniela in London. Mish is the estate agent who fell down the stairs.
Yes.
That sounds like an old wives' tale. Mish the estate agent fell down the stairs.
Like the woman who lived in a
Yeah. Got to see them. We went to I think it was an Arsenal game. Not at the game. We went to a pub, which was cool. It was interesting to see how worked up they get about football, which is really cool.
Crazy of you to say.
Got to see.
Saw about 18 million Instagram stories about the Tigers game.
Tigers fucking
You're
got
like,
up, mate.
These guys are fucking hysterical about the footy, and you're like, my boys.
Yeah, I think I posted. I'm going to name my first child Adam Dewey McIntyre, who was the guy who kicked the winning penalty goal. Not a big deal. We're back. We're so goated. So Lisbon. I got offered drugs constantly in Europe.
Yeah.
on the street. Do I have a face that says he would buy street cocaine?
Yes.
That's not the answer I wanted.
Oh.
Do I act? Because everywhere I go, and then I talk to other people, they're like, I know we got.
Oh.
And I was like,
I don't know. You look like you'd be like, all right. I look like I'm fiending for it, so that's okay. You know?
God forbid you get itchy on the side of the road. They'll be steaming towards you.
Man, it's not good.
You have a little scratch just on the arm, like, oh, that's a bit of a mozzie bite there.
You brought up a great talking point. For me, I'll bookmark it later.
Great. Then London was cool. I realised something about myself. Mm-hmm. I've got written here, I could run a marathon better after having 5 beers, and I think I could run it sober.
Yep. I 100% agree.
I think it was my last night in London, and I was meant to meet up with a good friend of mine for just like a beer. Mm-hmm. And then her and another girl that I'd met like on previous Europe trips, we're all sitting there, and 2 of the people at the table were bonding over the fact that they'd just gone through breakups. Not going to say which ones. That's for you to figure out. And it ended up being like 5 or 6 beers. And when I was going home, I was pretty good, but I was like, I think it was a 5-minute Uber, but a 25-minute walk. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, but I just went, I'm going to run. And I fucking sprinted the entire way home. Mm-hmm. And I got back and I was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, I would rather have 5 beers and run a marathon than do it dead sober. Eat your heart out, Ned Brockman.
I've done this exact thing, and it is good. You don't really get tired. Why don't you?
You probably do, but you don't feel it in the same way that you're like, if someone hits you when you're drunk, you don't feel it as much.
So true. So true. That's so true. Yeah, absolutely.
But to cap off my gallivanting around the world, I went to Las Vegas with Netflix for Wrestling Mania.
I'm so proud of you.
Which was
so cool.
awesome. Genuinely a childhood dream come true. So massive, massive thank you to Netflix. Guys, if you haven't heard about Netflix, it's this streaming site. They have movies,
amazing.
TV shows. It's
so good.
Get on it before others find out about it.
Yeah.
And they invited me to go along, and it was, just one of those money can't buy experiences. And on the first day, we get brought to this like VIP room where they're serving like food and drinks. And I'm sitting there and I see a woman walk past me and I was like, she looks familiar. And she walked past again and I was like, she looks familiar because that's Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. And I spoke to the girl from Netflix. I was like, what? Why is she here? And she goes, no, this is the VIP room. So all like the Netflix execs, actual celebrities, and then it was just like me and the other girl they brought with us, Courtney.
Famous.
And so I thought I'd give you a rundown of all the people that I met.
Yes.
So I don't just for the next 6 months go, I actually sat next to that guy.
Yeah. Get it out of your system.
So obviously we were sitting like towards the front row, and so they would filter some celebrities in and out just to be on camera. So at different times, I was sat across or next to Flavor Flav. Mm-hmm. People asked, how did you know it was Flavor Flav? Had a big fucking bedazzled clock on his chest, didn't he? Stephen Amell. Mm-hmm. Green Arrow. Green Arrow. Arrow. Fuck. Sat next to Lil Yachty, as well as Gunna.
So cool.
The hip-hop artist.
They do rapping, don't they?
They do the rapping.
They do rapping, don't they?
The Pat McAfee Show boys, love that podcast. They were actually sitting behind me, as well as Jeff Teague, a former NBA player. So that was the weird thing was I was looking around, I was like, oh, we're front row and the celebrities are behind us. So they could have only thought this guy's the son of Jonathan Netflix.
Yeah. This guy has Jonathan Netflix.
Yeah. Obviously, Vanessa Hudgens, she was there. She's a big WWE fan.
And she released the best song in the world, Sneaker Night.
Sneaker Night?
Oh,
as in like shoes, sneakers.
It's called Sneaker Night. And it goes, basically what we're going to do is dance. Basically what we're going to do is dance.
I can only think of,
Basically, I've never been on.
Yeah. As well as George Kittle, NFL player, who's a tight end, which that was a new word for you that we found out.
They're making it up now.
Wide receivers, tight ends.
Wide receivers, like, yeah, we've laughed at it, but no one's talking about tight ends.
Fullback.
Full-back tight end?
Shorty got a full-back. About to make her a wide receiver when I put it in the tight end.
Someone said I had a full-back, I'd kill myself.
Oh, Edan, no, she's the girl with a full-back.
Oh, God, it sounds so bad.
Also, a bunch of UFC fighters like Merab Dvalishvili, Colby Covington, Dan Cormier, Aljo Sterling. But one of them, we went to the bar because we had these booths in the VIP room. And that was the funny thing. We got there early. So people like Vanessa Hudgens were looking for a table. And we were just like, well, we've got our table. So sorry, you can stand with your little canapes. But I went to the bathroom and I came back and a guy was sitting in my seat. And I was like, I'll just go up and ask him to move politely. And I get there and I look and it's Israel Adesanya, former UFC champion, the style bender. I thought, I probably won't ask Izzy to move. I'll let him have this one.
Yeah.
I'll spare him from the wrath.
Not actually going to piss him off, to be honest.
I'll spare him from the wrath of left and right. That's what my fists are called, but they're swapped over. So it's confusing. Because I'm like, I'm about to hit you with the left. I hit him with the right.
Yeah. Wow.
But he sat with us for like 15 minutes, chatted with him. Lovely guy. Such a nice guy.
That rocks.
And then I saw him at the airport and I thought I'll go up and say hello. I wonder if he'll remember. I don't think he remembered my name, but he saw me and was like, oh, what's up, bros? That was very cool.
Very cool.
Izzy Adesanya in my good books.
Yeah.
Off my naughty list onto my nice list.
Can we have naughty and nice lists?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Also was like on the escalator with Steve Aoki. Looks great for 50-something.
But he's always looked 50-something.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have... Like, doesn't he, like... I feel like when you have, like, a very specific look like he does, like, you don't look that much different because you just look like a costume of yourself.
I feel like the long hair could also cover it up a little bit.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Then I was walking through the lobby of my, like, hotel because the Las Vegas hotels are huge. They're basically just Westfields themselves. And I was walking to the restaurant and I looked beside me and I'm like, oh, that's Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
And I was like, hey, Logan. And then he turned around. He was on his phone. He's like, oh, just give me 1 second. And so I ended up talking to his mum for a little bit. And then he was off his phone, chatted with him. He was actually really nice. Got a nice photo with him. Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, the comedian, met him as well. But yeah, those were all, I think that's most of them. There was definitely others that I'm forgetting, but celebrities that I either met or had a passing moment with.
So that's your name drop list?
Yep.
Here's mine. Tommy Little.
There we go.
I was telling... so, as Lachy knows, but I'm graciously telling you guys the inside tea of my show. One night, I had my show, my solo show, In McGovern Needs a Boy Band. Thank you to all the pod listeners that came. And all of them that messaged saying that was a great show or just coming to see the show and didn't come up and say hi. Guys, come up and say hi. I'm as excited to meet you as you... Well, actually, no, I'm not... Let's not be scared. I want to say hi. Please, you will never be annoying me. I promise. And they're like, oh, I didn't want to like disrupt like you after the show. I was like, no, bowl me over. I don't care.
Is there anywhere you wouldn't want someone to approach you? Because I think this is a good thing. If anyone ever sees you, is there somewhere you don't want to be approached? Because I've been approached whilst pissing at a urinal. I've had a guy put his hand out for a handshake whilst
that's crazy.
I was holding something else.
That's crazy.
So don't do that. Wait till I'm outside the bathroom. That's probably my rule.
Yeah, not really mine because I won't be pissing with the door open.
You're not pissing at the urinal?
Nah, too messy. I forget to bring my shiwi all the time.
You guys can come up to me whenever.
Maybe not when I'm in my bed asleep.
You guys can come up to me when I actually don't mind. If I'm sitting having like food or drink for people, I actually don't mind if you come over. As long as you're polite.
It's going to make me look so cool.
Fine.
Come on.
It's going to be... Guys, if you see me on a date with someone, for the love of God, come over.
Pretend I'm a bigger deal.
Because...
Can you guys amp it up a bit so they think I'm cool?
Chances are all I've been talking about is my followers.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
So, like, do you have any siblings? Cool. I have...
There's how many followers I have?
938,000 brothers and sisters.
Usually I've been just listing off my followers' names one by one.
So if we have any mutuals. I like playing that game.
See if we have any mutuals. Well, of course we'd have mutuals because I have millions of followers.
Do you know what actually makes me look like a prick? When I meet people, and it's usually when they're drunk and they don't clock, like they'll follow me on Instagram, they don't clock how many followers I have. So they'll go straight to the mutuals and they'll be like, we have 800 mutuals. And then they're asking me, they go, do you know this person? I'm like, I think they follow me. Do you know this? I think they follow me. And then they're like, wait, why do they all follow? And then they realize. But it makes me look like they follow me. That's a fan. That's a fan.
Fan behavior.
That's a fan.
Fan behavior.
Enjoying my content, that's fan behaver. Guys, I want you
You're all obsessed with me. Well, yeah, I'm pretty famous in Melbourne. One of my shows was there was kind of industry people coming, and I noticed I was checking the ticket sales and they were the only people who had bought tickets for that night, and I was like, oh no. So I'm messaging
It was
artists.
her busiest show of the month.
Sure, it was not. I'm messaging like open mic as being like, you'll never work a day in this town if you don't support my show tonight. Do you hear me, Sonny Jim? So there was a few artist passes in the room, a few little audience members ended up coming up, and then it was like a few industry people and Tommy Little. For overseas people, he's
Resident hot comedian Tommy Little.
and he's from the television and the radio.
He really broke barriers for hot male comedians in Australia.
No one was hot before.
No one was hot before Tommy Little.
Exactly. It was just very funny because his billboard for his show was over my hotel. So every day, I guess I got to explain. Laurie Ann, my friend who was helping me out with the show, and I would walk past, and he's pulling on his ears in it, and we'd always pull on our ears and be like, "Hey, Tommy Little," and we pull on our ears. And I think we conjured him because he was just at.
He felt his ear tugging. He was like, "What was that?"
He was
and
at
then
the
it started
show.
leading him to your show.
Yes.
His little earlobe was flapping in the wind.
Yes, I'd met him before at another little thing.
A Tommy Little thing. A little Tommy Little thing.
A little industry thing.
Yeah.
And he was asking about who the Pope was before Pope Francis,
Yes.
who then since has died. And he was like, "Was it John Paul?" And under my breath, very quietly, I went, "John de Paul." And he was like, "Did you say that like Sean Paul?" And I had to say, "Yes." John de Paul. Someone give it to her.
John DePaul.
Someone give it to her. Someone. And he was like, "When's your show?" And I was like, "Yeah."
There you go. Bit of Pope banter.
We got him. Should I keep talking about my show?
Well, yeah. Well, go ahead.
This is about my show, if anyone even cares. It was really fun. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was very cool to meet podcast people, and it was very cool to like just meet people that came to the show.
And you said that was sweaty?
Don't Anna Paul me. Don't Anna Paul me. Don't. I said they smelled good. I said I took a big long whiff of them, each and every one.
I got right in that pit. I went,
Oh yeah.
come here.
Yeah.
I think even if you are ugly, I'm
And
going
I
to
said,
call
"Are you
you
wearing
beautiful."
deodorant?" They said, "Yes." I went, "Can you take it off? Can I go again?"
Go home, shower, get it off, come back.
Run here.
Put layers on. Want you to wear something insular.
Put a hazmat suit on, come back, give me the hazmat suit.
That's how good we are to our fans. We want you to smell bad, and we will still love you.
The sweatiest, stinkiest little listener gets a lick on the armpit.
Yeah. No, but for real, wear some fucking deodorant. That was a thing they
I don't
put
smell
out.
that much.
At
Like,
Wres-
as in, I can't smell very well, so I don't mind.
At WrestleMania, there was a bunch of wrestlers who went on social media and was like, "Hey, don't follow us to the bathroom. Don't follow us at our hotel. Wear deodorant."
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a big move. It was a big thing for a lot of wrestling fans to be like, "All right, got to put on some deodorant
were like,
before I meet these people." Yeah.
I'll have to go to the shops and buy some of that. I don't know that I necessarily have deodorant.
I'm not sure if that's available in this country.
Do we have that here? Yeah, it was very, very cool. So after the musical was done, that's when the partying really, really kicks off because it's literally the best hangs ever. Every comedian in the country is in like the CBD of Melbourne. It's like a big playground because everyone's just running around doing like multiple gigs a night. I knew someone that was doing like
rats.
10. Yes, like the rats of the city, but they're so funny. And it was really great to see like so many people.
Support the arts.
Support the arts. And there is a artist bar made out of, so there's a kind of like a nightclub venue, performance venue, whatever, called Max Watts, and the downstairs they turn into like a big comedy venue, huge, a couple hundred seats. It's where like the showcases, it's called Festival Club, like the showcases of everyone who's there, a lot of international acts dropping in, and then above in a sort of balcony.
Name one international act that dropped in. You said there was a lot. Can you name one? Liar.
Chloe Petts,
What does she pet?
women. She's a lesbian, big lesbian.
Got something in common, brother.
And yeah, it was very cool. So the top layer, the balcony, they make into like just for artist passes. Pretty cool, pretty fun. Except the gigs there, like the festival club starts at 11, and then lip sync battle, which I was a part of like every single week, but they didn't book me. They won't book me, apparently. But it's
Why won't they book you?
I don't know. They just didn't. And I was like, guys, this is all I live for.
But you did like choreo for a lot of people and
Yes.
backup dancing.
As
and
I do
such.
every year.
Yeah.
Always a bridesmaid.
Comedy's getting more naked every year, I've noticed.
Yeah.
From last year's Comedy Festival, this one, people are getting dicks, tits,
and dick and ass.
butts
and
out.
balls and gooch
in the
out.
name of comedy.
Gooch out in the name of comedy.
I'm wondering, does it need it? And I'm not saying as a criticism. Are you looking back on these performances going, we needed to see a butt there? It wouldn't have been the same.
I want someone completely in a morph suit except for the gooch.
Okay.
Can you
put them in like a
someone
green
make that
morph
happen?
suit and you can key them out and it's just a gooch moving around.
Floating around. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so it was like, it's just so late every night. And people were messaging me like, girl, where are you at 4:15 a.m. on a Tuesday? I'm like, at home.
Yeah.
At my hotel, dude.
Yeah.
It was really fun. One of my best friends from uni messaged me and she was like, a week out, she was like, I really want an artist pass. I want to come see shows in Melbourne. Can I do anything for you? And I was like, Lorianne, I need a producer so bad. I need someone to help. She was the best. She was like, it was like having a PA and a best friend and a mum all in, and a manager all in one. She was emailing people for me, running around because I was like, I don't have time to get this wig from this shop.
Did it make you feel like, hey, maybe I should get a manager?
Yep, I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. I'm working on it. I got meetings coming up. But I also need a PA.
Macca's or KFC?
Shut the hell up. And it was very, very fun. I wanted to tell you, at one point, I did one lip sync and that I am doing again on Friday night.
Where? What time? Plug yourself.
Plug my...
I said that on the West Tigers podcast on the first episode because we had a bunch of other West Tigers influencers on.
Yes.
Niche community. And at the end, I said, do you guys want to plug yourselves?
And what did they say?
We all went... And then they just were like, yeah, at this. Probably could have worded it better.
Who wants to get plugged?
All right, guys, before we go, all the boys are going to plug themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, where are you doing lip sync at?
Plug, boys. I am doing a lip sync at...
Let's sync some lips.
I'm going to sync some lips up on this. It's this Friday, and it is called 30, Flirty, and Thriving. It's my friend...
Say that slow.
30, Flirty, and Thriving.
There you go, guys.
By the beautiful...
I feel like your manager.
Burlesque act, Songbird Siren. It is at the... Oh, sick. It's at the Vanguard in Newtown.
Did you not even know that till now?
On the 2nd of May, 8 p.m, where I'm going to be green. Guys, I'm going to be green as hell, and not even in an Elphaba way. I have this new Frankenstein drag number. It's pretty good. Anyway, I did it at a show in Melbourne, and then afterwards I was like, okay, everyone was like, come Festival Club. And I was like, if I go home and wash all of this makeup off, take all these wigs off, I'm wearing a corset, I'm wearing 50 million layers of tights. Because I'm like, I'm not just in the trench, like in a suit. I am, it comes off. You know what? I look naked.
So you went to the club in green.
I went to the club and I was bright green, and like two of my friends were sort of like dealing with some conflict, and I'm in the middle of the dance floor trying to like mediate a situation, and it must have looked insane. I just think about from the balcony looking down, and I'm like holding someone's arms. Like,
Shrek's trying to calm these girls down. You know what we have to do,
and I am green, and I look basically naked, and no one really like. Some people didn't recognize me, but they were like, I was like, oh, because I'm green. They were like, no, it's the wig. I just had like a short haircut.
But I was saying to people, it's more like you to go somewhere in full green paint than it would be. I'd be surprised if you had gone home to get it off and then went out.
Went out in like jeans and a nice shirt.
I'd be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Why didn't you want to go out green?
No, I really did love doing it.
Did you get catcalled while green?
Do you know what is really always the best experience as a woman when you think you're going to get catcalled or harassed, and the guy or the guys are really wholesome. So like I was walking with two of my friends who also did the performance with me, and we see these guys, and you just like I'm just so used to it being disgusting, and so they go to say something, and you just see all of our like us three girls, our body language sort of like, and they were like, sorry you look so cool. How did you do that? Is that all paint? And I was like, allowed.
We are back. Fellas, we're back.
I was like, actually, you guys were very respectful about that.
You guys get one cat call.
And they were like, that's so cool that you made that. Have a good night. And I was like, ah. But then it's probably...
You guys can shout, give us a smile one time. You get a pass for that one. That's how it works, I've been told.
Melbourne scares me though, because last year I had a similar thing like that where I thought a guy was scary, but he was really, really nice. He was sort of going the same direction as me on a few turns, and I was like, fuck. And then I turned around to like kind of check where he was, and he was like, I'm going to McDonald's, sorry.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like. And I was like, oh, that's actually very cute that you clarified. He was like obviously very aware that he could have been scaring me. I was like, oh, that's nice to know there's nice men in the home. There's nice men left in the world. And
So I would always try to get, if I'm walking behind a girl late at night, my thing would, I used to think like, I'm going to try to get in front of her so at least, you know, she can see me, which is, I found out the worst way to do it because it means speed walking up behind them and then going around.
she's breaking into a full sprint.
I'm like, I'm trying to get in front of you.
I'm trying to make you feel safe. Please.
Slow down, I'm trying to catch up with you.
Stop running, for fuck's sake. No, I thought it was really, really nice of him. And then the next block, a man tried to follow me home.
Oh, okay.
He said, I'm going to rape you.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me this story.
Sorry.
And that's when you came to
Trigger
the house
warning.
and they were playing the song.
Yes. Fucking, it's one of the best stories I have.
We also have some reviews from your show that I've got here. Do you know about this?
From Breaking or my show?
Your show.
Where did you find these?
So, guys, if you're not a part of the Facebook group, this is the top tier creme de la creme that we're getting. I put out a post saying, guys, whether you've seen the show or not, can you please leave a review of Edan's show? So we've got a couple here that we're going to read out.
Whether they've seen it or not?
Yes. This one is from Joel. OMG, dude, you were so funny. I absolutely love the show and I love you, from Joel in Perth, who never saw your show.
Thank you, Joel and
Thanks, Joel from Perth. This one is from Melissa. The show was amazing. Pretty sure I saw it, but could have been being delusional in pain from labour or the strong painkillers from the C-section. Come to think of it, I don't know how I could have been in Melbourne at the time, but I know for sure it was a good show.
Congratulations.
Also, shout out to Melissa. She just had the baby. Its name is Lucy.
Cute, hi,
Cute little Lucy.
Do you reckon Lucy will
Melissa's
know
been
us because you know how like babies know the dad's voice because it speaks to them in the womb? Do you reckon we're gonna have that effect on our pregnant listeners?
She's put like the stickers on her stomach that emit noise, but it's just this podcast.
Just a big pair of headphones.
Yeah,
Chuck on Spotify.
The baby's first words are going to be gay.
The baby's first word is, welcome back to the Nobody Else podcast with Edan McGovern. Looking back
But yeah, shout out Melissa. Congratulations on the baby. I did tell her that if it was a boy, she had to call it Lachy, and she said she called it Lucy because it's the closest thing for a girl. Should have called it Lachy anyway.
Wow.
This one is from... I don't know. I think this is also Melissa. I think she's done it twice. No, it's a different Melissa. I don't know. Edan's solo show was absolutely wonderful. Loved Breaking also. Such a fun show. I'd never seen a musical before. I probably won't ever again, but I love that piece of work. Sorry I didn't come up to you after the show. I was an embarrassed scaredy cat. Alex still makes fun of me for it.
That's okay. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I love it that you guys came.
Edan McGovern, this is from Angus. Edan McGovern Eats a Boy Band is the greatest example of cannibalism in the entertainment industry since we all learnt way too much from Armie Hammer.
Shout out.
Shout out. Thank you, Angus. This one is from Harley, I believe. The wig attached to the wall behind her was utterly inspired, and I personally loved when she revealed she'd hidden General Pants Co. and Boost Juice gift cards under everyone's seat. Got a Mango Magic after the show. So impressed she got them to sponsor it. I was a bit sad to see Locky's decapitated head was missing from the set, but the pinata replica filled with meat was a nice stand-in 10 out of 10 would see again, from Harley.
Harley didn't see that show, but I'm putting quotes from that on the poster.
You can use those.
Thank you, Harley.
This is from Jasper. I thought it was the bravest performance I've ever seen. Never have I witnessed someone eat a boy band in such a manner. It was both sensual and haunting, a true expression of the human experience.
Wow, that's good.
And finally from Brandon, I loved how little the boy band screamed while you ate them. Seeing a professional perfect their craft is always amazing to see.
They're well trained these days.
It's a wonderful couple of reviews.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Heaps. Lochy, do you have anything else about your time away to end? To wrap up?
I will leave it to the next episode. A little bit that I want to talk about. But should we just
get the fuck out of here?
I was gonna say, should we stimulate the prostate just a little bit here? Should we just drop a little Hunger Games? Should we just a little...
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games?
It's coming.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
We have discussed who we are dressing as well this time around.
It's going to be real good, guys.
And it's interesting.
Send in any more ideas, DM us, or send it to the fan mail link in the bio.
But it'll be soon.
Yep.
So
Hunger Games. Peace out.
Hunger Games.
Bitches.
Love you,
Love
miss you. Bye.
Bye.